After numerous of contributions and presenting important people in the United States during the early U.S. history, you might debate who is the best or the most important person. And to your question, I will answer that I am the most important person in the early U.S. Hello everyone, my name is Elizabeth Hamilton Schuyler. I was born in Albany, New York and lived during the 1757 to 1854. I am the most important person in the U.S. history because I made a biography about Alexander Hamilton, established Orphan Asylum Society, and helped raise money for the George Washington Monument. First of all, I am the most important person in the early U.S. history because I found the first private orphanage in New York City. I was one of the founders of Orphan Asylum Society. Things started in 1806 when me and the other volunteers rent a two-story house for 12 orphans to stay. From that, the Orphan Asylum Society was founded. More ladies and caretakers came to volunteer for this work. We went out and started raising money for the orphanage. I would start charity myself. As a result, $10,000 was aided from the state legislature and $25,000 was raised from the charity. The money then goes to the orphanage, giving orphans scholarship and a place to live. Until the end of my life, I continue to work and contribute to the organization. My work has saved hundreds of children, immigrants, and women's lives. During that time in the early U.S., many children were abandoned, disowned, and uneducated. I felt bad for them and thought that this needed to change and it needed a solution. Therefore, I gathered people and created a community that has the same ideals as me to help solve this problem. Until now, the orphanage, now called Graham Wyndham, is still active, providing opportunities and scholarships for more than 5,000 children. And secondly, I am the most important person because I helped raise funds for the Washington Monument. In 1848, I helped First Lady Martha Washington and my friend Dolly Washington to raise funds for the National Monument. Before I participated in this project, in 1836, the Washington National Monument Society started raising money, but they didn't have enough money. This is because of the dollar per donation rule. It restricted that only $1 was donated per citizen. So to speed up the project, me and the other members of society decided to remove this restriction rule. After deleting the rule, the budget significantly increased. On July 4th, 1848, we finally had enough money to start building the monument. Without the change of rule, the Great Washington Monument would never have been constructed. Moreover, I am important because I research and work hard to tell Alexander Hamilton's story. When Alexander Hamilton passed away, I was scared that nobody would know his story and other founding fathers would take his credit. Because of that, I worked hard to take the most detailed biography about him. I gathered all of his information, federal papers, letters, interviewed his colleagues, and tried to connect all of them into a biography. Today, Alexander's face is over on every $10 bill. But without my effort, with my hard work, his story will go unknown. Until that, many people still think that my work are too basic and normal compared to the other founding fathers. But keep in mind that women in the past had very little power. Therefore, my work was restricted a lot. I had no access to politics, warfare, or the national banks like the other founding fathers. But despite this fact, I still try my best in my capability to help the communities improve. Other than helping children, I have considered helping the enslaved people. Growing up in a wealthy family, I've interacted with many enslaved people. Through these experiences, I have grown up viewing the slavery as a sin. I have decided to speak out against slavery and start doing abolitionist work. To start off, I will free all of the enslaved people in my family and give them jobs and shelter. Afterward, I will start doing my plan. So my plan is to change people's views on slavery by protesting, making speeches, writing essays or literature work about abolitionist work, equality, and empathy. But although this plan might not guarantee that everyone will stop practicing slavery, at least this can help the message that and inspire some people about abolitionist work. As the message spread, more people will start considering this issue as a serious problem and start emancipation. In conclusion, I have founded the Orphan Asylum Society, which was a New York City's first private orphanage. It has saved hundreds of children and continues to do so today. I also help raise funds for the National Washington Monument and preserve Alexander Hamilton's legacy. Without my effort to protect Alexander's work, other founding fathers might have taken all of the credit of his accomplishment, and research about Alexander Hamilton today will be extremely difficult. Because of this reason, I am the most important person in the U.S. history. Thank you for listening to my speech.